Cowabunga, dudes! I'm Mark Rodriguez.
And I'm Johnny Rodriguez, and you're watching the Video Game Masters. Although this time we're not talking about video games.
No, this time we're going to talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 25th Anniversary Special, Turtles Forever.
If you've seen our show, you know we're fans of the Ninja Turtles video games. Well, we're also fans of the old 80s Turtles, the modern Turtles, and the original Mirage comics. So what happens when Turtles Forever throws these three universes together? Let's check it out. The movie stories go like this.
The movie starts out when the 80s Turtles battle the Shredder and the Technodrome, and a mishap with the dimensional portal sends them to the world of the modern Turtles. So the Turtles of our childhood meet the Turtles of today, and together they set off to find the Technodrome. The 80s Shredder seeks the help of the Shredder of this world, which of course means the Utrom Shredder.
If you remember, Shredder was exiled to an ice asteroid at the end of Season 3 Exodus, so bringing him back isn't such a good idea. Utrom Shredder takes over everything and wants to destroy all versions of the Turtles, which means going to the source. That's right, Shredder takes the fight to the world of the first issue of the Mirage comics, and with a threat this big, sometimes 4 Turtles just aren't enough.
So, what did we think of the movie? Well, I thought it was awesome. All the 80s stuff was awesome. I'm talking about the Cowabunga, Turtle Power, the Pizza Cravings, Shredder and Krang, the Upper Rocksteady, the Technodrome, I mean all the stuff we grew up with. Now, I wish the 80s Turtles did more actual martial arts fighting and all the wacky slapstick stuff, but hey, that's how they always fought back then. And when you mix up their silly antics with the ninja moves of the more modern Turtles, it just seems to work. The Mirage Turtles stole the show. Those guys were hardcore. I mean, they were so motherfucking awesome, even the Utrom Shredder was scared of them. Some of my favorite scenes were every time the 80s Raph broke the fourth wall and talked to the audience. It got to the point where Hun got pissed off and demanded to know just who he was talking to. And speaking of Hun, turning him into a mutant turtle was also an unexpected twist. One of my favorite parts is seeing 80s style April O'Neil one more time. Her scene was short, but it's good to see her back in her full Babylicious glory. You can try all you want, modern April, but you just can't be the classic.
I gotta tell you guys, this has got to be one of the best TMNT films ever. I mean, especially when you compare it to the CGI film. Artwork-wise, this movie looks awesome. Especially when you see things like the Turtles from the 80s looking exactly from the original cartoon show, and the Mirage-style Turtles that look exactly like from the first issue, to the fact that the Turtles are black and white and they're in their black and white comic book world. It's pretty interesting. It's very fascinating to see all that going on in the movie, and especially with the addition with the cameos like the 80s style April, Irma, Bebop and Rocksteady, Toga and Rastar, and Porkbon. It's just interesting. Now, this movie has a very good storyline because we get to see the Utrom Shredder of his worst plan ever. Like the one like destroying all the turtles from the multiverse, and there are worse turtles from the 80s, from the movie, live action movie, from the old comic books, all kinds of turtles. This is very interesting, and you just basically see the Shredder go crazy. Now, one of the best scenes this movie has got to offer has got to be the scene where all the turtles, you know, from the 80s, from the new Turtles and from the Mirage-style Turtles all teaming up to beat up the Utrom Shredder. A favorite scene for everyone, I'm sure, is when Shredder showed all the different dimensions of the Turtles. You see glimpses of the live-action movie, the Archie comics, and even the anime Turtles. Of course, the movie isn't perfect. One of the biggest complaints the fans have is that they didn't use the original voice actors for the 80s characters.
Yeah, it was kind of a union versus non-union issue, so it wasn't really 4Kids' fault. Now, for the most part, we did a good job with the voices. I mean, in my opinion, 80s April and 80s Raph came real close to the originals. Probably the worst one was 80s Rio. It was voiced by Dan Green, the guy who does characters of Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, and well, it's kind of deep, kind of weird. I think it was kind of going for the original deeper voice that Leo had in the first 5 episodes of the Turtle cartoons, but kind of off.
Also, the 80s Turtles acted a little too silly here, laughing and throwing jokes a little too much and running into a pizzeria without any disguises. Now, I know the old show was all funny and stuff, but the story's plots were silly. The Turtles were still kinda serious. They weren't this goofy. What's with all the noogies? They were just in the show, and it's shown so often here you think it was a staple of the series. And why was it called the Party Wagon? I know the action figure called it the party wagon, but in the actual show it was always called the turtle van.
Another thing is the fact that 12 minutes were cut from the movie to make room for commercials. The original was shown in its entirety at a New York Comic Con earlier this year. Of all the scenes cut, the most important cut was when Karai explained that she had tabs on Ultron Shredder's location in space. When he vanished, she followed the signal to the Technodrome. Without this scene, most fans were left wondering where the hell Karai came from and how she found the Technodrome so easily.
Well, this was a totally awesome movie, and considering the fact that Nickelodeon now owns the rights to the Turtles, this movie really is the final goodbye to the 80s Turtles, the 4Kids Turtles, the Mirage Comics Turtles, and any form of Turtles that we know of today.
Now let's hope Nickelodeon does a really good job with the new TMNT cartoon show on 2012. Otherwise, they'll really be the end of the world.
Yeah. Well, that's our thoughts on Turtles Forever. I'm Mark Rodriguez.
I'm Johnny Rodriguez.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.